Alright, welcome back. So the next thing we want to do is in our select filters table, we want to be able to move the filters or delete them. That seems like a next good logical step. So let's go to our storyboard. The main storyboard, right. And this is our scene. I'm going to hold down Control, grab the table view, drag it onto here, and say that this is our delegate. So in our storyboard, we identified that our view controller is the delegate responsible for that table view. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. So I'm going to flip over to our select filters view controller. Now first of all, I want to do something. I want to go func table view. So as soon as I start typing table view, we can see all of the table view methods, auto completion, and there's currently 7 of them. And actually a couple of the methods that I'm going to need aren't here. And the reason why is because I have not yet said that we actually support the protocol for the delegate. So I go UI table view delegate. Cool. So now if I use that autocomplete feature, if I start typing in table view, we can see just reams of methods are available for us to be implementing. Awesome. Okay, so what do we need? We need the methods. We need a couple of methods for starter. Can edit row at index path. Okay, this method needs to say if it's okay to edit the row at the index path, and we're going to make every row editable. So we're going to go return true. So no matter what row is, it's editable. Simple as that. Func table view. We have another one just like that. Can we move it? Are we allowed to move this item? And we're going to do the same thing here. So for the can move row at index path, we are going to say true. There's no time when it's not okay in this view to move a row. Cool. Now that gets us part way there. Next up, we need to go func table view, and if you do some reading about how delete works, you'll find that commit editing style is the overload that gets called when the delete operation is requested. So we'll go if the editing style, come on autocomplete. If the editing style is equal to the UI, it's not auto-completing the way I'd like, so I'll just copy this. Copy, paste, followed by delete. There we go. So, if the editing style is a delete request, then what do we want to do? We want to perform the delete. They've told us where to do the delete, so all we need to do is update our model and then redisplay the table. So let's go filters model dot filters. Okay, so that's our array of filters, and we want to remove at a certain index. We'll go to the index path variable, and we'll take the row. Then we'll go to the filters table, and we will do a reload data. That looks good. And I think that's it. Okay, let's go func. And so that should do it for delete. Now we want table view, and the move, it's right there. So this one's only a tiny bit more complicated, but it's not hard at all. Very easy to follow. So we go let. So we want to grab, this is telling us what the source location is. We want to grab the item at that location. So I'm going to go let's see, filters model dot filters dot, not dot, we want to get at, we want to do that dot row. So that gets us the item that they want to delete. Next, we actually want to, in the filters model, we want to remove the item in that index. And finally, in the filters model, I should say almost finally, we want to insert at the insertion location. So we want to insert that item that we removed, and we want to move it to the destination. Oh, actually, I'll just copy it. Dot row. Finally, and then we go to the table and we say reload your data. So filters table, dot reload data. Okay, now I know there's a couple things I missed, but I wanted to run it now so that you can see some of the see some of the signs and see if we can figure out what we missed. So we're running. And we go select filters, and boy, doesn't look like it's editable at all. I would have expected to see, you know, a little icon there for helping with the deletions, and there's lots of stuff that I don't see. So what's going on? Well, the first thing is our table is not in edit mode. So we can fix that. How do we fix that? Well, we don't even have a viewDidLoad method yet, so let's add it. We need func viewDidLoad. That's the guy. And with that, we need to go super. We need to call the super class viewDidLoad. Always a good thing to do. And we want to override this, I believe. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so when this particular view loads, we want to go to our filters table, and we want to throw it into edit mode. Basically, this is always an editing mode. Is it editing? Yeah, that's right, editing equals true. We always want this particular table to be in editing mode, right? Okay, we'll let that run. See how that feels, and it's still incomplete. There's still a couple more things. Ah, now I see the minus sign. Wait, didn't quite work. What's up there? Well, usually when I click this, it would scooch over, and then I'd see a red delete button over here, and I don't see that delete button. It's almost as if a big part of this view we're missing, and that's exactly what's up. Is there is a this view hasn't been pinned properly. Okay, that's pretty easy to fix, and I'm going to jump into that in another video. After we've done that, oh, one last thing. Yeah. Before we do that, there's one last little thing I want to do, and that is I would like to have a little thing on here, the little drag bars, so that it's easy to move these items around. And we do that by going to the cell, and we want, what's it called? It's called the show reorder control. It's the reorder control that I want. True. Okay, I'm going to run it one more time. And long story short, we're still not going to see it. The reorder control should be right there, and the delete button should be right there, but it's not. And that's because of the problem we'll solve in the next video. So, but this is good. This gets us a step there. We now have what we probably have, the ability to move and delete filters. Okay, we just can't do it yet. Okay, I'll stop it here, and then we'll look at that pinning issue.